We're here with Frank and Sergio from Deftones. Welcome back to Dallas.
Thank you.
How are you guys
Thank you
doing?
very much. We're doing very well. Thank
Very
you.
well.
Now, have you guys been on the road, or is this your first show for the new record?
We're basically just starting our touring cycle for the Diamond Eyes record, and this is our fourth show, I believe. Yeah.
How does it feel? How's it going?
It feels really, really
Is it
nice.
good?
Really good, yeah.
Well, you know, I was reading a bunch of interviews with you guys to prepare for this, and one of the things that keeps coming up is the positivity and this radiant energy that it took a tragedy to bring everybody together. Are you feeling that as well with this new record?
I don't think that it necessarily took a tragedy to do that. I think because from when I came into the situation, you could see that they already had a really nice thing going, and it wasn't that was the impetus for it.
Right.
But that didn't stop with the incident, and there was a conscious effort to really it wasn't even so much conscious because we were, it was just more about the excitement of deciding to move forward and putting your best foot forward, and us getting together. And I'm an old friend, and we linked up, and it was about just appreciating the fact that we could do what we were doing and attacking it with gusto.
And I keep reading that with your addition to the band, that it's helped keep things moving forward.
I think so, in the sense that like we're friends, and that kind of helped set the like you get past it with a lot of things and you just get to the action and the meat of it. We started playing and just really going at it, and we have a lot of respect for things that we've done prior individually, and we had the opportunity to work together. It was really awesome. So
It was really organic, so
Yeah.
there was like no master plan, and
I heard you guys like went into a giant room together and you just started jamming.
we after our bass player's accident, it took a couple months for us to come together at our rehearsal space, and then we had called him to come jam, and it just happened. I think we wrote a song that night, and then we just said, why don't we see if we can take this and see what happens, and it just kept coming. So from that came the Diamond Eyes.
Well, I wanted to ask you about this because I was really captivated by the artwork, and with this era of downloads, I appreciate artwork even more because you don't get that when you're downloading stuff off of iTunes. And this reminded me of Minerva from back in 2003 because the owl is her symbol, and I wondered if was that an accident or did you do that on purpose?
It wasn't on purpose, but I think it all kind of just happens like that. You know what I mean? I'd like to say there was this big story behind it and nothing, but we had a batch of ideas, and this one just spoke to us.
Yeah, it wasn't unlike the recording process, where we just had good energy and we were sitting there just banging out things, and then like the images were being presented, and it was like, whoa, that one everyone just really resonated, and it felt nice and clean. It just somehow, like in a not direct way, really just spoke to what we were doing. Yeah.
Now, I know that a lot of the macho men that listen to Deftones love the rah, rah, rah. There's a real meat and potatoes to the songs, but the one that I love is Sex Tape, and I'm curious what was the inspiration for that? Because it's beautiful, but it's also slightly terrifying.
Again, I don't think it's about, there wasn't a conscious thing. Like, the songs were all written in a very close, time frame, like within 2 to 3 months tops.
Very fast.
And so, like, the songs don't necessarily have individual things behind them. It all has the same undercurrent of energy, and really the organic way that things came together, that was literally someone jamming, someone saying whoa, and then getting up on it, and then Nick Raskulinecz recording it, and everyone just being positive and building up that. It was like every song came together in that way.
How did the collaboration with Nick Raskulinecz come about? Because I understand he's genius, and everybody who works with him talks about his awesome energy.
He has a lot of great energy.
Yeah.
He really does. He's a really, really cool guy. I think Abe had met him a year prior on a whim, and then I think he approached us, like he approached Chino, and we were, I think he knew our situation, and then he kind of came to us, and we ran with it, you know what I mean? And we were just coming off of making a record with Bob Ezrin, and that was a weird time for us. We probably weren't in the best state to be trying to make a record, but we made a good record, but this was complete opposite, man. It was just the energy was there, and it had a lot to do with Nick and Sergio. It was just new blood, new time, and creativity was flowing, and I think we captured it in a way that we haven't done in a long time. I think Around the Fur was written in about 2 months' time too, so it was good to break our cycle of taking 2 to 3 years to make a record.
I had read an interview with Chino where he said that the energy on this record is very similar to Around the Fur, and he said that Around the Fur was one of his favorite records, so it's nice to kind of revisit that.
I wouldn't say similar, but yeah, the immediacy of how it happened, you know what I mean? that's about it. Yeah.
And how is Chi doing these days? I know there's a website that's set up in his honor, oneloveforchi.com.
That's it.
What's his prognosis? How is he? It's been 2 years now, hasn't it?
Almost.
Maybe, yeah.
Essentially, like the website is the source for the information, and
Okay.
we're not privy to
Okay.
anything beyond that. As being that we're not really technically family, and you don't
Okay.
really have access to anything that the band doesn't. I mean,
Okay.
that his family, his immediate family, doesn't disseminate, and they put that out through the website, and
Yeah.
we're in touch with him, and so that's really the best place
Okay.
to get any.
OneLoveForChi.com.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, the big news for you guys, of course, you guys, Deftones here tonight. You guys go on at 5:30, but then are you staying? You're staying, or you're coming back on Tuesday?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yes.
Really, I haven't heard that.
We can give it away. This is
What?
on the web, so I'm not giving it away just yet. It's on
Well,
your
we're com-
website. You guys
We're
are
coming
doing
back here to fly out to go to Europe.
We are.
well. The show on Tuesday. Am I not allowed to bring up the show on Tuesday? Is that a
I don't want to be the one. I don't want to be that dude.
It's on your website. It's on
Really?
the Deftones website.
That's,
so.
Go to
that's
my
a function
website.
of my bad internet connection because I had no idea.
Well, no, it's on the website, and I'm actually
Really?
hosting it. So it's going to be fun.
Oh, that's
and we're going
awesome.
to take questions from fans, and
Nice.
then I understand that you might be performing, but that's
Maybe.
on the DL.
We'll see.
So, well, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you.
Good
Thank
luck
you
at the
so much.
show.
That's
New album comes out on May 4th.
Yes, it does.
Awesome. Well, thank you, gentlemen, and
Thank
good luck
you.
at the show tonight.
Thank you.